couple of weeks ago, I started a brand new print-on-demand business with the goal of growing it from 0 to 7 figures in sales in under 12 months. This is nothing new to me, as I've been doing e-commerce for about 7 years now, but my goal was to show the step-by-step process so it'll be easy for anybody to follow. In this video, I'm going to be giving a week 5 update on where we're at in the challenge, as well as jumping into the ad account and showing exactly how we're driving traffic, the cost of our ads, and our plans for the future to improve our performance and scale the business far beyond where we are right now. So the first week of August was pretty similar as to any of the other weeks we had in July. We added a few more products to the site and played around with the ads a little bit, but didn't make any major changes. Due to that, our sales stayed pretty flatlined with the previous weeks in July. Did about $10,800 in sales overall. Going over our other key stats from this week, we had a conversion rate of 2.27%. We'd like this to be at about 3 to 4% overall, but we had 206 orders, an average order value of roughly $48. And just to revisit the plan in order to grow to 7 figures a year, there's only a couple of ways we can do that. One is to convert more customers. 2 is to make more money per customer, and 3 is to get more sessions to the site. So those are the 3 options, and a 4th one, which kind of ties into all of them, is to deliver an amazing customer experience so they come back and buy again and again. Based on where we're at right now, our conversion rate is at a relatively stable level, and our average order value is in the range that we're looking for. So now we're at the point of cranking up the traffic. We want to be getting more sessions and more eyeballs on the site, so we are able to convert them into paying customers. And like I've talked about on previous videos, the reason that I'm doing this whole challenge on Shopify rather than Etsy or Amazon or any of those other print-on-demand sites is specifically the ability that it gives us to drive paid ads, which is by far the fastest way to grow a print-on-demand or any kind of e-commerce business for that matter. Now that we've seen the sales that we had for this week, I'm going to jump over into the ad account so you can see exactly how we're driving the traffic and how much that's costing us. Here's our Facebook ad account, and right now it's sorted to the month of July. And in this month, we spent $10,851 on Facebook ads, which may sound like a lot until you remember that we did $31,000 in sales, just over $31,000 in sales. Only paying 10 grand for that is about a return of 3 to 1, which is pretty solid. Ideally, we'd be closer to a 4 to 1 return, or even 5 to 1 would be great, but about 4 to 1 is the sweet spot, and our plan is to get to that over time. So we spent $10,851 in July, and for the first week of August, we spent $4,180. Now, the $1 million question is obviously, what do these ads look like and how are we running them? So running through what in the ad account, the first thing you want to have is an ad library. This is a place that anytime you make a new ad, instead of making it directly in the campaign where you're going to be running it, you make it in an ad library that just doesn't run. And well, I guess I let it run for about $3 by accident, but normally you don't let it run at all, and it just stores all of your ads so that you're able to quickly visit it and see all your post IDs and grab the individual ads and then move them to your campaigns. And now it's not really reflected well here, but like I was saying before, Facebook has gotten much better at optimizing your ads for you, making it much less labor intensive. Whereas before, I would have had dozens of campaigns and literally hundreds of ad sets, which was a nightmare. Now we're able to run the majority of our ads from just 1 or 2 CBOs. And if you're not familiar with CBOs, what that means is campaign budget optimization, which is instead of optimizing the budget at the ad set level, you let Facebook do it at the campaign level. Sounds a little technical, but I'll explain further as we go through it. So that's the campaign structure, and the next thing is the targeting. And then for our placement targeting within these ad sets, we just do US 18 plus or 19 plus open targeting. And the reason we do that is Facebook has gotten really good at picking out the winners. It's gotten really good at identifying potential customers from a much wider audience base. Whereas before we would have used small niche interests, like highly targeted at trying to manually tell Facebook who our audience is. Now we're able to just let it run rampant and basically pick and choose the winners for us, which is great for us because it's much easier to run these ads, and two, it gives Facebook a much wider pool of people. Before, we would have been cycling in new audiences constantly as they burned out, but now with the entire country, like, it pretty much never burns out. And then for our placements, we just use auto placements. Again, giving as much control back to Facebook to make these decisions for us is the name of the game. Then as for the actual ads themselves, while I obviously can't show our ads because that would give away our brand and there would just be a million knockoffs overnight, what I can recommend is going to, and this is something that I've done, going to the Facebook ad library. And here you can see a record of every ad that any company is running, completely open source. And then what you can do is type in popular print on demand or apparel brands and see what types of ads they're running. And I can say from experience that these are very similar to the ads that we run. And what makes a good ad is the offer, the copy, the headline, and most importantly, the creative. Just to give you a couple of high-level tips, the creative should be something that stops the scrolls. So a color that's different than what users see elsewhere on the platform. For example, these orange ads are great because it's completely contrasting with Facebook's normal colors. Next, the ad copy, typically including an emoji and 1 to 2 lines about the product and why people would like it. This ad copy honestly isn't that great in my opinion. I typically include a link for them to click, some kind of urgency or scarcity, maybe a discount for new customers. And then the headline is another benefit or fact about your company. A company whose ads I really like a lot is this one here called Wicked Clothes. I think that their ad copy is great. 1.3 million shirts sold since 2010, which that's amazing just in and of itself. But I really like their flash sale offer, buy 2 get 1 free today. That's a great offer for them because it gets them sell their shirts for $30. They sell their shirts for $30. So if somebody's buying 2 of them, that's an average order value of $60 plus whatever their shipping cost is, and it only costs them 1 shirt to fulfill, which is for them with the volume they do probably $5 to $7, which is effectively the same as if they gave a 10% off coupon to customers, but it sounds a whole lot better saying you get a free shirt than here's 10% off. So that's a great offer. So overall, that's our strategy for running the ads and how we run these accounts. Hopefully this has demystified the idea of running Facebook ads for you a little bit. It's really not as complex as people make it out to be. The name of the game is just running tests and testing as much creative and as many ad copies as you can, and the rest pretty much takes care of itself. Just knowing that it's a numbers game and to not get personally attached to any of the outcomes. If I got personally attached to the performance of our ads, then yeah, I'd be curled up in a ball. So just know that it's only a matter of time before you get it to work, and starting off with a super low budget is okay. We normally start off with $25-50 a day for a new brand and just slowly work our way up from there. We just increase the budgets by 10 or 15%, like once or twice a week, and that works for us. The name of the game is just maintaining stable performance, and you'll see your sales start to grow along with that. I hope this has been helpful, and be sure to like and hit the subscribe button to see future updates. In next videos, I'm going to be breaking down all of our email sequences and all the things we do to boost our lifetime value and increase our conversion rates, so you can see the holistic approach, everything that it takes to build the print-on-demand business. And you can follow us along on this challenge to go from 0 to 7 figures, which as of right now, we are about 4.2% of the way there. So obviously still have a long ways to go, and we only have another 11 months in order to do that. It's not going to be easy by any means, but I think we can do it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.